Away village, there was a young man named Jack, and Jack lived with his mother. However, all they owned was a single scrawny cow that didn't give much milk. So the mother asked Jack to take the cow to the market to sell it, as they didn't have enough money to feed it. Jack headed to the market to fulfill his mother's wish. On the way, a man met him and asked, "Where are you going with that cow?" Jack replied, "I'm going to the market to sell it." The man said, "Well, I will buy it from you in exchange for some magic beans that will make you rich somehow." Jack thought for a moment, then agreed to the man's offer, took a handful of red kidney beans from him, and returned home confused, wondering how this handful of beans would make him rich. Jack arrived home, and his mother asked him, "Did you sell the cow, Jack?" He answered, "Yes." She asked him the price he sold the cow for, and he told her what had happened and gave her the beans he had brought. The mother became extremely angry and distraught. She grabbed the beans and threw them out the window. Jack was very sad because he had angered his mother and lost their only cow for nothing. He went to bed without having dinner, kept thinking about what happened until sleep overcame him. Jack woke up in the morning, but he didn't notice the usual golden rays of sun streaming into his room. He was surprised by this and went to look out the window. He found a massive plant he had never seen before. Jack was amazed and traced the origin of the plant, finding that it was the magic beans. Jack decided to embark on a great adventure, so he got up and climbed the enormous plant with difficulty, ascending higher and higher until he reached the very top. The young man got off the top of the plant and found a giant castle next to it. Jack entered the castle, filled with astonishment, and found a group of skeletons guarding a giant monster. The young man was terrified, but he decided to continue his adventure. The monster was asleep when Jack entered, but the skeletons made some noise to alert the giant when they saw Jack, so he woke up and looked around. Jack immediately ran and hid behind a chair. The giant got up and searched the castle but found nothing. Jack quickly came out and took the bag of money, climbed back down to his house, and gave the bag to his mother. The mother was astonished and asked Jack where he had gotten the money. He told her what had happened. The mother was surprised, but ultimately happy. The next day, Jack went back and climbed the plant again and entered the castle quietly. He found the giant asleep again, but the skeletons made some noises that woke the giant. He searched the castle but found nothing this time either. Then he went to the kitchen and ate some meat, brought a hen, and put it on the table, saying to it, "Lay a golden egg." The hen laid a golden egg, and he took it and put it in the golden egg basket, with Jack watching in amazement, waiting for the giant to fall asleep so he could take the hen and escape with it. Jack took the hen and quickly climbed down to his house and gave it to his mother, who was very happy with it, which made him decide to go to the giant's castle again. Jack went to the giant's castle once more, but this time he found the giant awake, playing a harp. Jack was impressed by the sound of the harp, so he hid until the giant fell asleep and tried to grab it. But it was a magic harp, and it screamed loudly, "Save me, my master! He is trying to steal me." The angry giant woke up and chased the terrified Jack, almost catching him. However, Jack quickly climbed down the plant with the giant following him. Jack reached his home garden, quickly picked up a large axe, and struck the beanstalk's trunk several times until he cut it down. The giant fell with a severe crash and died. Jack and his mother moved into a new house, bought a large farm with many cows, and lived happily ever after.